Coming up on the Buckeye Guard, Brigadier General Matthew S. Woodruff takes charge of the Ohio National Guard during a change of command ceremony. And later, the Ohio Air National Guard successfully completes Live in 25, a first-of-its-kind deployment simulation. The Ohio National Guard held a change of command ceremony at the Ohio State House as Major John C. Harris Jr. relinquished command as the Ohio Adjutant General to Brigadier General Matthew S. Woodruff. The ceremony marked the formal transition of leadership from General Harris, who served as the Ohio Adjutant General since 2019, to General Woodruff, who previously served as the Assistant Adjutant General for Army.
I just want to say thank you again. I'm honored, and I promise you I will do everything I can to make this the best Ohio National Guard you've seen. People first, winning matters.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine presided over the ceremony and spoke about the importance of the role and his confidence in General Woodruff.
As we look to the future, General Woodruff's number one goal, he tells me, is to make a positive difference in the lives of 16,000 soldiers, airmen, and employees of the Adjutant General's Department, and create a path for every member of his team to achieve their full God-given potential.
At the ceremony, family, friends, and service members honored General Harris's service and legacy.
General Harris isn't just General Harris, and he's not just my father. He's truly one of the greatest men that I know. Since I was a child, I wanted to be just like him, and that has not changed.
Following the change of command, General Harris officially retired after 44 years of military service. He now serves out of uniform as the Director of the Ohio Department of Veteran Services.
Thank you all for coming. I'm Major General John Harris, retired. And I always place my mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. And I will never leave a fallen comrade. Thank you. God bless you.
The Ohio National Guard now moves forward under new leadership, continuing its mission of service to the state and nation. Reporting for the Ohio National Guard, this is Staff Sergeant Thomas Moger.
Soldiers representing the Ohio Army National Guard competed in their State Best Warrior competition at Camp James A. Garfield Joint Military Training Center, April 4th through the 6th, 2025.
The Best Warrior Talent competition is to bring enlisted junior and NCOs together to test their tactical abilities throughout a spectrum of events to sharpen the edge and determine who is the most competent, best junior enlisted and NCO in the Ohio National Guard and our partner forces with the Serbian and Hungarian Defense Forces.
Soldiers throughout the state of Ohio competed for the title of Soldier and Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. The competitors consisted of junior enlisted and non-commissioned officers from all of Ohio's major subordinate units.
It means that I'm with an elite group of soldiers from the Ohio National Guard, and it's a competition, but iron sharpens iron, and it's a really great opportunity to see how different soldiers at different levels of their career handle these individual soldier tasks.
The competition also included soldiers from Hungary and Serbia as part of the Ohio National Guard State Partnership Program.
Everybody is kind with us, and I hope this competition has helped to every people and every nation.
The State Best Warrior competition is a physically and mentally challenging 4-day competition where soldiers competed in a variety of technical and tactical skills, including physical fitness events, land navigation, marksmanship, and other skills relevant to today's operating environments. The winners of the State Best Warrior competition will go on to compete in the regional competition later this year. Reporting from Camp James A. Garfield, I'm Specialist Carly Smitty.
The Ohio Air National Guard's 178th Wing recently concluded the second iteration of Exercise Advanced Wrath at Springfield-Beckley Air National Guard Base. This intensive 2-week exercise significantly enhanced the state's ability to rapidly launch, recover, and sustain MQ-9 Reaper operations and emerging aerial technologies with a smaller, more agile footprint. The exercise featured close coordination with the U.S. Special Operations Command, the U.S. Coast Guard, and the Federal Aviation Administration, along with the New York Air National Guard's 174th Attack Wing conducting precision strike training, supported by the Mississippi Air National Guard's 248th Air Traffic Control Squadron. Advanced intelligence and counter-drone capabilities were tested in collaboration with the Air Force Research Laboratory, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and Riverside Research. Notably, new FFA flight procedures enabled beyond visual line operations without a chase aircraft, marking a significant advancement in U.S. aerial operations. These efforts further solidify the 178th Wing's role as a regional hub for unmanned aerial operations, research, and national security. Reporting from the 178th Wing, this is Staff Sergeant Colin Simpson.
By the trailer. 1 o'clock, 50 meters!
Soldiers from Headquarters and Headquarters Company of 1st Battalion 148th Infantry Regiment trained as a quick response force during the Relentless Valor joint training exercise at Springfield Air National Guard Base in Springfield, Ohio. Relentless Valor strengthened cross-branch coordination, increasing readiness for high-stakes warfighting and mass casualty response missions.
Today we transitioned into a QRF response force. We got a call from Springfield Air National Guard Base that they were being attacked and they needed support. We air assaulted to Springfield, secured the area, transported some casualties out, then exfilled back to the urban patrol base where we're at now.
It was very helpful to work with other units with this exercise. They bring a different set of skills and knowledge that we may not have, and so being able to communicate that across different services is practical in a real environment. So it was good practice, be able to maintain communications and ensure that the mission gets completed.
It makes our unit better warfighters because in the real world, large-scale combined operations, we know what we need to do to accomplish a multi-layered, multifaceted mission set. Bringing the 3rd Anglico Marines in with us, we really had an opportunity for me and my men to really see what they bring to the fight and how they can help us accomplish this mission with the, minimal loss of men, weapons, and equipment.
Reporting for the Ohio National Guard, this is Staff Sergeant Thomas Moger.
So this week at Camp Grayling, we're up here for our annual training. We have a lot of different moving parts and pieces that we're trying to accomplish to increase the mission readiness of the unit. The biggest thing that we're working on is aerial gunnery and accomplishing qualification for all of our non-rated crew members, which are the crew chiefs in the backseat, making sure that they're proficient at their base tasks for aerial gunnery, and then also increasing that proficiency in lethality to help defend the aircraft should we need to mobilize or deploy. We got some other things going on as far as training as well. Sergeant First Class Vincent has had several of our crew members out doing sling load training. They were moving water buffaloes and other necessary equipment around for some of the other units that we're supporting in the field here. And then today they're moving some artillery shells over to the artillery range to support their live fire missions as well.
When we're at home station, we're meeting our minimums and we're meeting our base tasks. Being able to come up to AT and come to Grayling specifically and get that low-level training environment is critical, right? So we've got a lot of young pilots, like I said, that we're working on increasing these skills to be able to do multi-ship operations in unfamiliar areas. So for me, if we're going to go deploy or mobilize somewhere in the near future, opportunities like this come up at Camp Grayling and practicing that and getting those reps of mission planning and executing day in and day out is what's going to make us more proficient and able to mobilize in the future.
The most valuable part of AT for our unit is having this 2 weeks where we are all together and able to do more than just a drill weekend worth of flying. There's a lot of mission planning that goes into especially the large air assault missions that we do. It takes multiple days, many man-hours to be able to accomplish those missions, and having all of us together to really get our cohesive flow down is essential.
Throughout the year, we see each other a lot flying, but we don't always get to do team building exercises and building that camaraderie. So here at AT, there's a lot of missions going on. We're flying a lot and we're planning a lot, but being able to come together every night and be able to just connect as a unit and build that camaraderie as a team, whether it's the pilots, the crew chiefs, the maintainers, and really building that cohesive dynamic between the teams is really important in aviation.
This year's AT is a really great one. So this year we've really focused on accomplishing our aero gunnery and not only qualifying our crew members, but increasing their proficiency with the weapon system on the aircraft. It's super important that we are able to effectively coordinate between the front seat with the pilot in command to the crew chiefs in the back, what the targets that we need to be engaging are. So we've really been able to hone in on that this AT and increase our proficiency and our lethality to be able to defend the aircraft should we be mobilized and need to be employed in a large-scale combat operation. Aviation is a wonderful field. It's a great place to be. We make AT as enjoyable as possible. It's not always fun. It's a lot of long hours. It's a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it. There's nothing cooler than being a crew chief in the back and being out flying at 50 feet off the treetops and then hanging your head out the window, clearing the aircraft of obstacles. It's a fantastic feeling.
The Ohio National Guard successfully completed a first-of-its-kind live in-25 exercise at the Wilmington Air Park. The exercise simulated a deployed environment in the Indo-Pacific region, including members from all Ohio National Guard wings and geographically separated units.
Our entire Air National Guard is here at Wilmington to deliver air power and exercise agile combat employment. The airmen are experiencing things that they've never experienced before. Typically, when we deploy, we go to an established base and we have people that will defend the base for us. That's not going to be the case in a contested environment. Our airmen will be doing all of the mission sets. Whether you're a mechanic or a medic, it's everyone's responsibility to defend the base. And that's a challenge when we don't have that experience and repetitions doing that. A lot of airmen are seeing things for the first time in their career. And this is the opportunity for us to test that environment and learn, make mistakes here in a safe environment so that when we do deploy and we operate in a contested environment, we've got experience in doing so.
Personnel from the 121st Air Refueling Wing, 178th Wing, 179th Cyberspace Wing, and 180th Fighter Wing arrived equipped to establish a fully operational airbase in Wilmington.
I think we're going to learn a lot of lessons over the next 24 to 48 hours on just placement of tents, dispersion of people, cover concealment, camouflage techniques, and patrolling, doing different things to try to defend and deter an enemy from aggressing on their positions.
The Ohio National Guard plans to continue similar simulations to ensure mission readiness and adaptability.
I'm here so myself and my unit and the United States Air Force can be ready for whatever comes its way.
This is not an exercise, right? This is a simulation. We went to war. We went to, and oh, by the way, the environment went to war with us. I know the airmen in the field are feeling that today. 6 straight days that we're out in this environment and we're kicking ass, right? We're doing the job and we're taking the fight to the enemy.
The Air National Guard, Air Force as a whole, we're prepared and we're out here training and we are ready to go.
I'm Air Force Staff Sergeant Jill Maness reporting for the Ohio National Guard.